kind of a lot to say. I'm just gonna wait till people get in here. There's just gonna be like a rundown of what I'm gonna get into. Um, Basically, when like I was kind of actually live when PHI was live talking about this, but you know, as a couple of people kind of noticed, I do kind of have a tendency of like going to sleep like really quick or whatever. So basically, once I was off, I went straight to sleep. So I completely missed when Alex was on PHI Live and the whole thing came out. So I woke up to it and kind of like a I don't know. I mean, I just kind of started watching the live, but then when I found out that he like knew about the swatting, um, I text Papa Duke about this. So I'm actually gonna go live on StreamYard so I can screen share. This is kind of just a warm up and kind of a rundown. Yeah, sorry, we have to address it, Papa Duke. And I want to make my position very clear. Um, this is my understanding, and I'm just gonna say what my understanding is. Was that Steph swatted Alex on a months ago. Um, I don't even know the catch. I just know vaguely that it was in Michigan. I did not watch the catch. I don't know if it even came out as a premiere. Um, and trying to think. And I didn't know about any swatting up until that night. But then when I found out Papa Duke knew about it, that was kind of, yeah, that was shocking. Because, I have a lot of trust invested in him. No. He actually did help look people up. And I actually thought, he was on good terms with Alex. But here's kind of my thing. I think any catcher working with Steph, it's like a horrible idea. Like where I kind of stand is I don't think like Tommy knew about it. I don't think anyone else knew about it. I just don't have any information saying that. Um, and I would say kind of like, yeah, Wolf kind of taking catches from Steph. I just think it's horrible judgment. And but also like people helping Wolf on a catch. I don't fault that. I don't. I just think that's a bad idea. It's definitely why I'm not doing it. So I just want to kind of add clarification. Uh, yeah, I just want to add clarification before I get into it, just to make my position, crystal clear. But yeah, we have to do one. We have to do one because seeing, I kind of once after that, I just said, all right, this is a criminal matter. I can't get into it. But just seeing him in chat, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna put that on like Nunya, but like I will kind of just it did kind of trigger me to like not to kind of speak out on it, and that's what I'm doing is speaking out. So yeah, I'm just actually gonna read. Yeah, so it's kind of this crazy thing is when I found out, I was kind of furious, and I text Papa Duke, and I said something like, "You knew about him being swatted," and then he said something like, "He found out that night." And something about Father's Day. You can just read the community post on the text of what I said. And then he said he found out that night also. Like, it was just all over the place. Like, did he know 8 months ago or that night? But he said he was there and he called dispatch to tell them to not do their thing. But then he just didn't tell Alex. So all of this doesn't make any sense. I have to speak out on it. That's what I'm doing. Steph swore she would not do it again. Yeah, so that's the thing. If he said that, then you knew about it when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew about it when it happened. Like who you trying to play? So like what the hell? So I have to react this way. My thing is there's just certain catcher decoy groups where kind of the analogy I'm using is just too hot of a kitchen for me to work in, so I'm just not touching it. Like she was involved in some kind of swatting. Papa Duke knew about it. I'm not touching anything that has to do with it. That was kind of where I was gonna end, and because it's like a legal matter, I was just gonna leave it there. But given he's kind of around, I gotta speak on it. I can't not speak on it. Like, he can go live and he can speak on it too. And if he wants to come up on panel, he can do that too. I'm gonna go live right away. I was actually planning on working kind of the rest of the day, but I'm actually going to yeah, I'm just gonna address this. This is just a good time to do it, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I get he may have done the right thing as far as like telling the cops, to not do it, but yeah, like I think he does have a point about not telling Alex, like not telling Alex that it's like he said he swore that she would never do it again. What if he did do it again and maybe he wasn't there and Alex died? So I'm sorry, but like it's not like I can't pretend this isn't a serious issue. All right, hold on. I don't want to park there. Okay, I have to make a turn that I don't want. I might go out of signal. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys. This is gonna be kind of like an opening to the live. After I make this turn, and then we're gonna get into it pretty much once I get home. So once I get home, I'm gonna have my good mic and everything, and so I'm not doing a StreamYard from the phone.
Please fasten driver seatbelt.
And something I kind of would say, like, the question kind of was like, why was I taking Steph's catches in the beginning? Was, I mean, you guys probably know, like how much I had an issue with tech, and that there's really nothing I would put past tech, and that's still true. So I kind of thought because tech was in the server, that was enough reasonable doubt, that he didn't tip off the Hawaii catch. That she didn't tip off the Hawaii catch just because tech into that. So that's what it is. Yeah, I am. I just had to pull over. He had enough guilt to call the cops and correct the info that was given. Yeah, I'm actually more worried about kind of like even talking about Steph like more because like I don't know if she's like she could just swat people, I guess, But Papa Duke, we're kind of just addressing Papa Duke, because Papa Duke knew about it, and he's trying to sell an idea. He's trying to sell us both that he knew about it, but he didn't, and both can't be true. So that's the purpose of the live. You can't know about it and not know about it. Both can't be true. So we're gonna go live. And again, I'm not holding it against like Nunya like for having him in chat. Like I guess as a mod, I'm just saying it was kind of triggering to me just because because of kind of like how shocking it was when I found out. So yeah, yeah, and also I have no information that PHI knew or anything. So PHI is definitely not in this category at all. My understanding was other issues with WAP. I am in traffic. So it'll be a couple minutes when I get home. Never let Tech or Bill touch your Discord. I don't know. God, the sun is in my eyes. Hold on. Alright. So, let's see. What are you guys saying? I mean, I did see that. I think, I'm gonna give benefit of the doubt that she just kind of was unaware of the situation. I think she ended her live because of this, so I'm just gonna assume, like, she was unaware, or just didn't have enough info. I think we can just leave it at that. That's where I'm gonna leave it, so, that's what I think, too. Alright, so we're kind of almost home, but you're gonna get into it. Stay tuned. I am gonna have Papa Duke on panel, and if he is up, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna actually try to keep it in a calm tone. Obviously, given how much like he's contradicting himself, it probably wouldn't be in his interest to, because he's gonna be pressed on, the inconsistencies. If he has some magical explanation for that, I don't know what that could be, but yeah, everyone's passed on the test, so Elmo, panels are alive. Yeah, y'all are here. God, this sun is killing me. Should have got my sunglasses. But yeah, we're gonna go live. We just gotta go back. Gotta go back. I can see my apartment from here. So, alright, I'll buckle up. I'm like literally down the road and we're going 0 miles an hour. Oh, people on the cross. Alright. Yep. Alright. Looks like they have a broken traffic light, by the way, in Marlboro. Yeah, I would read comments, but I am blind. I'm kind of blinded by this. Blinded by the situation, definitely, but literally blinded by the sun. Alright, so now vision restored. But yeah, let's get into it. Oh shit, I ran over something. Ran over a can. God damn. Give us a bark. Yeah, so I'm gonna go live right away. Starting your live should have a seatbelt warning because it might get too fast. Alright, I can take the seatbelt L. I can take the seatbelt L. Definitely has a PSA, buckle up. Yeah. Yeah, no, actually, oh yeah, I just thought it was kind of crazy that, like, he kind of grew, like, his streaming thing. Actually, a friend showed me him, to, like, a level where, like, he just goes all over the world and, just kind of the idea of growing a channel like that, I don't know, that's kind of why I shared it. Yeah, I should speed, stream. Alright, let's get into it, hold on. I don't think I need anything. A notebook. Just want to make sure I have my room key. Yeah, so I will say this, not only do I not have information that PHI knew, like, I don't, like, there's nothing telling me that PHI knew, and I don't believe she knew. She said she didn't know, so I'm operating on that. I don't even know what she knows or didn't know, so, but I know she didn't know, about that situation. Must have a billion wires. Alright. Yeah, and we'll make it an open panel. I mean, there are obviously people that are banned in chat. I mean, you know, but I will kind of leave it open as long as it's just kind of, it can just be respectful. Even if people are kind of on the other side of usually where I stand or whatever, that's fine. Just as long as, you know, it can just be civil. And even if Papa Duke comes up, I'm just gonna try to calmly question him on what doesn't make sense to me. I kind of doubt he will show up. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, she didn't know about that situation. Yeah, I didn't even know that there wasn't a catch in Michigan that he did get swatted in. I found out that night. Alright, hold on. There actually I might have an internet issue. I don't know why, but when I came in, it looked like it wasn't picking up the Y, so we're gonna figure out what's going on. I have a loose, I don't know, cord on my modem that I've been meaning to get fixed. Alright, one sec. We're now getting in the building. We're now going in my room. So, let's see if we got Wi-Fi. So I'm going live right after this. That's how I'm setting this up. Alright, I'm gonna check my Wi-Fi real quick. It looks like it's good. I don't know why my phone wasn't picking it up. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, that's a good sign. Oh, thanks for... Yeah, that's fine if anyone can come in. Santino... Thanks, Santino, for being a member. Actually, if you are a member, you'll see a catch that I have court for on the 25th of August. On there. But yeah, hold on. Just gotta move things around. Hold on. I'm gonna make it called the Papa Duke situation is crazy. Kind of like a moist critical kind of title. Alright, so we're going live. You should be seeing that soon. I should be seeing a live setup. No, as far as No, as far as like, I feel like anything to do with any kind of swatting, I'm standing by that. I don't believe PHI knew anything about that. That's all I'll say. Um, that's in my understanding. So we're not saying that. So I've already said where you know what I know and what I stand based on what I know. So. Well, because I'm saying what I know and I don't know. So what I do know is Papa Duke knew about the swatting, and he's trying to make it sound like he didn't know, even though he tried to call it off by a dispatcher. So that's what that's what I'm saying I know. All right, I'm gonna get my mic set up. Gonna get a good charger connected to it. Probably this one. Yes, I will. I will let Tommy up. And a lot of people were saying like Tommy knew. Still, with that, I don't have any information saying that. So, um, you know, so I'm not backing that at all. Because there's really just like nothing that's telling me that that's true. All right, let's see if this mic works. So we're gonna get a pre-live and a live. All right, USB drive is not connected. I think I gotta go back to get my other USB drive. I might need to go back. Hold on. Hopefully not. I used a bad, not USB drive, USB wire. Alright, let's see if the mic is working this time. I don't know. Alright. Looks like it is.
146 income. There's a biker! No, he just... I'm gonna hit him.